wonderful soul travelers, and welcome to March. So, I don't know about you, but I took a deep breath and I feel like February disappeared out of nowhere. Now, then when I felt into the energy when we together all drew the card for March of this idea of going forward and stepping into this new stage and phase of our lives right now, particularly when there is so much uncertainty and so many unknowns coming at us that have kind of continued from 2020. And it got me thinking about the huge value and why I love vision boards so much in our lives is that we can start to really design this idea of who do you desire to be in the world? What would you like to experience more of? And how can we have each of us moving forward in that direction every single day in even ways when we might be restricted in terms of how far we can go, where we can travel along the path of life? I am a huge lover of traveling. I have had huge moments of sadness and grief to not be able to just jump on a plane in the last year and go and visit all the people that I love so dearly. But it's also allowed this opportunity to go deep within, to determine, well, who do I want to be and what do I really desire next in this phase of my life? So for any of you that don't know me, my name's Kyla and I'm stepping into the next phase of my soul coaching training business, and I have moved out of the big smoke in Sydney and I'm building a beautiful retreat home and preparing it for visitors. But it was a huge leap of faith based upon where my business has been the last 10 years. And I want to invite you to have a think about what is a leap of faith in terms of you moving forward that you could start taking small, tiny actions towards, knowing that often what we can do is imagine that we step into this world of divine magnetism, I call, or manifestation. It's this idea that we think that it should be instantaneous. But what if we're preparing you every step and stage of the journey for allowing you to move into where you're going next, but also enjoying where you are right now? But what if we allowed this extra time and space that we have right now, which is what I'm doing, to dream more, to close your eyes and journey into that beautiful optimum future self and invite them to speak to you, to share words with you, to show you visions of what's coming next, and allow yourself to dream really, really big while enjoying where you are right now and finding ways to be grateful, appreciative of this part of the journey, and discovering what it might be showing and teaching you. I had a brand new client today and we had a discussion about the huge amounts of anxiety that he's going through. He's going through massive change and challenge in his business right now. And I'm not going to pretend that life is going to be sugar-coated along this path of being an amazing soul traveler. But when we know that we are connected, we're supported every step of the way, all we need to do is determine what is the very next step. And often when we go into this future dreaming place, it can bring rise to fears, to doubts, to remembering disappointment where there's a commitment that you might have made to yourself or a dream that you had that didn't come into fruition. What if that was an invitation to keep going? The fear and the doubt was the voice that was saying to you, hey, I see you expanding beyond your comfort zone, expanding to this next level in your journey. And let's choose to love ourselves more through this, to hear the voice of fear and doubt and say, I hear you, but I am taking the next step anyway. Now, this could be in any area of our lives. It could be in wellness, it could be in relationships, it could be in the career. Hell, you may really want to become a soul coach, wherever it might take you. But I feel like sometimes when we can go through such hard, challenging times like we have, particularly over the last year, we can forget to dream. We can forget to allow ourselves the time and space to retreat inward and actually start asking ourselves, what do I want to invite in next? What do I want to start igniting in my life. And the more we journey inwards, the more we journal, the more we enable this storytelling in our unconscious mind, the more our energy expands into it, the more we invite this or better in with us. So I'm curious, as we go through this beautiful month of March, could you allow yourself a little bit of extra time to journey inwards or to journal, to create a vision board, but to actually start giving yourself permission to dream bigger than you've ever dreamed before, but then tapping into what are the feelings that that dream brings, and how could you choose to bring a little bit of that feeling and that magic and those miracles into your every single day. And please remember to breathe along the way, to make sure that you're pressing play on life your way, so that you're starting to dream that is in alignment with your values, not who you've been told you should be in the world, but that little voice inside of you, that curious, cheeky rebel that I know wants to come out and play and actually wants to live life your way. So let's give ourselves a little bit more permission this month. Excuse that noise, but maybe it's a metaphor in terms of someone on a motorcycle flying off into freedom. I always do believe that everything happens for a reason, and I always imagine that freedom that we feel when we're on a motorbike and we're just going off into the future, into the distance, and giving ourselves permission to have lots and lots of fun along the way. So as we are going forward this month, may every single day you wake up and expect miracles, and remind yourself that joy, abundance, calm, peacefulness is your natural birthright. So let us take a deep breath in. Remember that your place on this earth matters. Your place within our beautiful community matters. And that there is a whole group of amazing soul travelers that are moving through this path of life in honor of you every single day. Your place on this earth matters because you matter. Your life matters. So let us create it in a way that you lay your head on the pillow at night and you're proud of who you've been, how you've shown up, and you've remembered to be kind and to love yourself every single step of the way. Wishing you a wonderful month. Over and out.